Hotep. Welcome to the mindofro page. I am Ifa Titilayo Oba Jaguna. So today I'm going to do a guided meditation technique on invoking Aset, or in other words, Isis. I'm going to explain to you in a minute on why we would do this. So the reason why you would, I'm going to go a bit more into detail here in a minute, but basically it's for the healing energy of Aset to help us heal some imbalances within ourselves. So the last video I made was actually on a Heru, or in other words, Horus guided meditation for willpower, which is the energy of fire, to help us feel powerful in our purpose and have more basically not just willpower, but the energy and the aggression that sometimes we have been conditioned to believe that we shouldn't have, to learn how to put that aggression into our lives in a more way to where it's serving us versus going against us. So go ahead and check out that video on my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, subscribe to my YouTube channel at mindofro. I also have a TikTok and Instagram and a Twitter at mindofro. I also do aura readings as well. What it basically is I could read your aura and let you know what your balances and imbalances are. If you have any questions in regards to choices you need to make, I could read that in your aura as well. I also ask crossroad deities questions if you would like to know which way you should go if you're at a fork in the road in your current life right now. I do those readings on my Facebook page over video chat, so go ahead and just leave me a message or leave me a comment if you would like to get an aura reading done. So before I move on to the meditation, I'm going to explain to you more in detail on why you would want to invoke the energy of Aset. So I'm going to turn the camera around really quick, because once I start the meditation, some people kind of struggle keeping their eyes closed all the way. So if you're kind of like really fluttery, I'm giving you something to kind of focus on. And then here in a second, I'm going to light the candle and light the incense for you to look at as well if you don't want to close your eyes all the way. And there's a good reason why I use the stars in the app as a filter, because she's actually associated with the star Sirius, or the sun Sirius. I'm not going to go into in depth on why she is. I could do that on another video, but that's why I have the stars. And they're kind of a little mesmerizing too, so it gives you something to focus on while you're listening to the meditation as well. So why would you meditate on Aset? The reason why you would is because she helps invoke the energy of like motherly care. That's the energy that she holds. A lot of us have some parent issues, some mommy issues, or some daddy issues, and we didn't get the nurturing that we deserved or that we should have had growing up as children and as babies. And when we don't have that nurturing growing up, it tends to follow us into our adulthood life. So if we have a criticizing parent, we tend to criticize ourselves a lot growing up. And we're already in a very criticizing world. It's like, I'm sure you've noticed that no matter what you do, it's like there's always something negative being pointed out. We tend to always find the negative things within ourselves. And even if we do go through a healing process, we tend to always focus on what needs to be, what we need to work on. It feels like it's just never good enough, and we always feel that echoing voice of our parents telling us it's not good enough, it's not good enough. So this is why we need to meditate and invoking the energy of Aset. She gives us that motherly, caring, nurturing, comfort energy that we need, that we all need. It's basically the feeling that we had when we were in the womb as a baby. We weren't born yet. So she actually is a representation of the womb of the universe before anything was manifested into the physical realm. She is basically where everything was birthed from. So she is our mother goddess. She is a healing neter, or neteru. If you practice Orisha work, she's equivalent to Yemaya or Yemoja. She also helps us feel safe to be humble and sweet to ourselves and to others. So just be mindful that because this energy can be very, very soft and very sweet, the reason why I did a Heru video before this last week is because we need to balance the two energies out. So as a warning, if you would like to balance your Aset energy, it's good to make sure you balance your Heru energy first, because we need to be able to decipher on when we should be caring and when we should be shutting certain people out in our life, because sometimes we can overestimate Aset energy within ourselves, causing us to be doormats and stuff like that. So we want to make sure we keep that energy balanced. If you're feeling imbalanced and you're feeling pretty angry, or you're feeling like you're being too hard on yourself all the time, this is going to be a great meditation for you. It helps with our mindfulness of our emotions, because she also represents emotions. Our emotions are actually a great tool to help us be mindful of our intuition and our soul speaking to us. So a lot of times we have been conditioned to avoid our emotions, to bottle them up, or to ignore them, or to see them as something that's wrong or bad or shameful. And we should not be ashamed of our emotions. We need to learn how to be one with our emotions, because our emotions is actually a key to mediumship. So if you are working on being more psychic, or working on opening your third eye, or working on your mediumship, it's good to be in touch with your emotions, because all mediumship stems from is our feelings, which is our emotions. I feel as though this person is like this. I feel as though this might happen in the future. I feel as though I shouldn't trust this, or I feel as though I can trust this. These are all feelings and these are all emotions. So when I'm going to actually share a chant with you in a minute. When we chant Aset chant, what they do is they help put us into a trance-like state, so we could be in touch with our emotions and feelings and our mediumship. So if you would like to be able to go into a trance much easier, to be one with yourself and be one with answers, or try to get answers from what I like to call the divine web, it's good to chant this chant I'm going to share with you here in a moment. So before I get started with the meditation, go ahead and get comfy and sit in a dignified position. Try not to, if you do lay down, just try to make sure you don't fall asleep. The last meditation I made, I didn't want to lay down because it's on our willpower. This one should be okay to lay down with. If you're really tired, I would suggest to not lay down. If you sit up, make sure you're sitting with your head aligned with your heart. You want your crown chakra to be aligned with your heart chakra. You want to be sitting up straight. So go ahead and get comfy. I'm going to light this candle and light an incense really quick. So if you are an incense or candle type of person, or essential oil type of person, the best scents for invoking Aset are going to be jasmine and mint, or peppermint, or spearmint. So go in a quiet place and let whoever is around you know that you don't want to be interrupted just for a moment. It's not going to be a really, really long meditation. It's not going to be an hour or anything like that. Long enough to help you feel pretty relaxed by the time we're done. So whenever you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes, or just focus on the screen. And just focus on your inflow and your outflow of your breathing. You could simply say, I'm breathing in, I'm breathing out. If you see thoughts floating into your awareness, you're going to simply just notice them and then push them away with no judgment. Just notice them and push them away. Just focus on your breathing just for a moment. So we're going to do 7 count breaths. You're going to breathe in to the count of 7 through your nose, and then you're going to breathe out your mouth to 7. And you're going to do it 7 times. Again, you're going to breathe in your nose to the count of 7, and then out your mouth to the count of 7. 7 times on your own. Go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. Again, just focus on your inflow and your outflow of your breath. We're going to chant Dam Vam. So with every breath out, you're going to chant Dam Vam. Take a deep breath in and then out. Dam Vam. Dam Vam. Dam Vam. Dam Vam. Dam Vam. Dam Vam. Dam Go ahead and return your attention back to your regular breathing. Just focus on the vibrations of Dam Vam in your aura at this current moment. go ahead and repeat after me. I'm going to say affirmations, and I want you to repeat them after me out loud. Dua Aset. Dua Aset. Dua Aset. Dua Tep. Dua Tep. Dua Tep. I am comfortable in the womb of the universe. I am comfortable in the womb of the universe. I feel safe to love and be loved in a healthy manner. I feel safe to love and be loved in a healthy manner. I have support no matter what I go through. I have support no matter what I go through. I love to be at peace with all that is. I love to be at peace with all that is. I speak to others with a caring nature. I speak to others with a caring nature. I see my emotions as an expression of my devotion. I see my emotions as an expression of my devotion. I know my true self and others are an expression of the one supreme being. I know my true self and others are an expression of the one supreme being. Return your focus back to your breathing. Breathe in your nose to the count of 7, then out your mouth to the count of 7. 7 times. In your nose to the count of 7, out your mouth to the count of 7. 7 times. Go ahead and return your breathing back to normal. And just focus on the way you feel. Focus on the energy of Dam Vam. And focus on the way those affirmations made you feel. Did you resonate with any of them? Did any of them make you feel uncomfortable? What does your emotions tell you about what you are devoted to here on this earth? Again, what does your emotions tell you about your devotions here on earth? Whenever you're ready, go ahead and just be aware of your surroundings. Wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers. Be aware of the temperature in the room, any background noises. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and just flutter your eyes open. And welcome back. The next video I'm going to make is going to be on the difference of what it means to be woke or conscious. Yes, there is a difference between being woke and or conscious. So look out for that next video next week. And don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at mindofro and hit that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I have more meditation and wisdom to share with you. Hotep. Peace, namaste, adabo.